What's up, guys? Jacob Ober here. Welcome to another episode of BrewTalk, and tonight was a historic night for MVP candidate Christian Yelich. He hits his second cycle of the year and becomes only the fifth player in baseball history to ever hit two cycles in one season. And that's incredible. What we witnessed tonight is rarer than a perfect game by a very wide margin. There has been over 20 perfect games in Major League history. Only 5 players in MLB history to hit 2 cycles in the same season. That is something else. It really is, and that's by far an MVP moment for Yelich. I think Yelich is the MVP. I really do. I really feel like he is. I mean, I can't really think of anybody else who is outperforming him at this point in time. He is practically willing the Brewers to wins at this point. The Brewers did win 8-0 tonight. Wade Miley had a great start, went 5 innings, worked around some trouble in a few of them. The Brewers just all-around effort tonight. They got 3 scoreless at the end out of Brandon Woodruff. It was just an impressive statement victory against, of course, a team that isn't very good, the Reds. But nonetheless, history was made tonight, and it was quite the performance by Christian Yelich. And finally, I hope that this gives him some of the recognition he deserves, because he has been an MVP candidate for a while now, and he really hasn't been talked about a lot. And now, with the second cycle, something that's only happened 5 times in MLB history, and only 3 times since 1908 in the past 110 years, that's unreal. I mean, that's one of the rarest things you could ever see in baseball, or in sports for that matter. So, to me, Christian Yelich is the MVP right now. Of course, we still have a couple weeks left in this season. Anything can happen, but, I mean, it's really hard for me to take anybody seriously who has a different argument at this point, because it's just, Yelich is just performing at such a high level. With today's performance, he was 4 for 4 today. He vaults himself into the #1 spot for batting average. I mean, the guy is on pace to win the batting crown this year. I mean, I remember at the beginning of the season, I predicted Christian Yelich would win the MVP, and I'm right on track with that. I mean, he has been unreal this season, and I am so happy, and we are so lucky that we got him for what we did. I remember back when we traded for him, and people were very up in arms about trading Lewis Brinson for a guy who was more just a league average hitter. You know, people actually were under that impression. But I knew this guy was going to be special from the moment we got him. He has had MVP written all over him since his days in Miami, and now he has the chance to be a centerpiece for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's become that this year. He is the franchise cornerstone right now, and if I'm the Milwaukee Brewers this offseason, I am extending him longer than just his 4 or 5 year contract that he's under right now, because this guy is going to be a superstar for a long time. And honestly, I mean, unless they find out that he's doing steroids or something like they did with Braun, this guy really feels like he's on his way to a potential Hall of Fame career. I mean, he's just an impressive hitter, an impressive fielder. He does everything right, an extraordinary base runner. He is well on his way to being a superstar in this league, and I couldn't be happier that we have this guy. So, anyways, guys, that's the big story for tonight. That's all I really wanted to say tonight. I actually will be making a video in the next few days detailing why I think Christian Yelich is the MVP, pulling up some stats versus some other MVP candidates. So stay tuned for that. But until then, thanks for watching, you guys. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.